In this video, I am going to tell you why I think the Mandalorian coin may not be as good of a flip as you may think. Hey guys, how you doing? Stacking Stormtrooper. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked, and that way you get updated with any new content. Today I'm just going to talk about why I think the Mandalorian coin may not be as good of a flip as you guys may have originally thought. First I'm going to unbox it and give you my thoughts on the coin itself, and then I'm going to tell you some of the factors that I look into a coin before I decide whether or not to buy it for flipping purposes. Now this here is the Bart Simpson coins, I believe, I hope. I've been putting out, I've been looking at my... Okay, so this is from APMEX. So this is my Mandalorian coins. This isn't the, this is the Mandalorian coins. So I'm still waiting on my Bart Simpsons, and I bought those from Bold Precious Metals. Let me move that out of the way. So I got a bunch of the Mando coins, or the Mythosaur coins, Mythosaur skull. And, alright, so I got the 10 here. I'm still waiting on a couple from APMEX marketing department for the giveaway. But why don't I just bust out one of these guys here. And let's take a look at the coin. Also a limited mintage. These were an APMEX exclusive. And these were also very, very popular. These sold out really quickly. Or maybe they haven't sold out just yet. I apologize. But they are selling quickly. The one thing a lot of people noticed, there's no queen on the back of this one. Isn't that something? No queen. We're so used to seeing so many coins with the queen's head on it, and this is from Niue. So that's interesting, because usually Niue coins and Tuvalu and Tokalu, I'm saying it completely wrong, but usually they have the queen's head on it. This one, no queenie, if you know what I mean. So what do I think about the Mythosaur coin? I think it's going to do well in the secondary market. I think, one, in part because of the exclusivity that was with APMEX. The other thing is that, again, it's Star Wars related. Being that it's Star Wars related, there is quite a big fan base for all things Star Wars. My gut tells me that these will probably see a spike in prices when the next season of The Mandalorian drops, which I believe is set to be around October from what I've heard. But the thing with Star Wars coins is that the reason, again, that they do well on the secondary market is because not only is there the silver content of the coin itself, which stackers like, but being that it's Star Wars related, you could get these or give these as gifts, and there's a good collectability with it. A lot of people collect Star Wars memorabilia and all things Star Wars, so this coin has that going for it. In terms of design, it's the logo that the bounty hunters had in the Star Wars universe. In my opinion, I think they probably could have done more with it. I know some people like the simplicity of the design. However, in my opinion, I think they could have done something else. Whether they added some sort of background in the field, in the background of behind the Mythosaur coin, if they had some sort of text underneath it, or say something like "This is the way," anything like that. I think they could have added a little bit more to it. Similar to like the Jurassic Park coin that we just saw, which dropped maybe 2 weeks ago. Just the logo of the Jurassic Park dinosaur. I think they could have done a little bit more. In fact, that actually had the words Jurassic Park written on it. This doesn't. This doesn't have anything other than the skull. But having said that, in my opinion, I think it will do well on the secondary market. In terms of the design of the coin, I would probably give this around a 3. Again, just because of the fact that it's just the simplicity of the Mythosaur skull, and there really wasn't anything else to it. I think one of the pluses, though, is a lot of people will be happy that the Queen's head is not on the obverse. But overall design, I would give it a 3. So that is my thought on the Mythosaur coin. I do think it's worth picking up. I think that the Zeus coin, if you're able to pick it up, it's a good speculative coin. Both of them are. So I think you should definitely try to get one at least for yourself and maybe one for flipping. And now let's take a look and see why this coin may not be as good of a flip as you might have thought. So when I'm looking to flip a coin, one of the things I look at is not only the design, but the mintage. And this coin has a mintage of 25,000. That is a limited amount. And being that this is an exclusive product for APMEX, right here, exclusively from APMEX, you know, APMEX is the only company that is really controlling these coins. So you've got the aesthetics that you have to consider, and you have the amount of the mintage, which is in this case 25,000. But this released a couple weeks ago. It was announced a couple weeks ago. It was released a couple weeks ago. And what I want to point out is that it is still available. In fact, if you want to compare this coin to, let's say, the recent release of the Zeus coin. The Zeus coin had a mintage of 13,500, but it sold out in a matter of hours. Hours out. Nobody could get it. In fact, if you were purchasing these off of APMEX early in the day, if you were lucky to snag some, you were getting it in the low $30 range. And towards the middle of the day, it was listed on here for around $60-something each. And that was before it had even sold out. So here we are looking at the Mythosaur coin. Here it says these are on a slight delay with an expected ship date of August 7th, 2020. So right now, APMEX is working through an abundance of orders due to the markets and a lot of orders being placed. But here's what I want to point out. This was released, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and it is still available. Well, how much are available? How many of these are still available to be purchased? One thing you can do is you click into your cart, and if you type in 99999 until you can't anymore, it message box will pop up. Unfortunately, we have 880 of this item in stock. So they still have almost 1,000 of these Mythosaur coins, and that doesn't mean that they do not have more in reserves within the vault. So they might right now be only releasing a relatively small portion of their entire holdings. And then once this batch of 880 run through, they may increase the pricing, which we have seen happen amongst not only APMEX pricing, but other bullion dealers. So what I want to explain to you guys is that if you are looking for a coin that is a good flip, you want to see the coin selling out of its stock quickly. And because we are about 2 weeks out from its release, and the fact that they are still selling these is an indicator that there isn't as much hype for them. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad coin. I'm not saying it's not going to do well. I'm just going to say that if you compare it to, let's say, the Black Flag series, which sold out in a matter of days, and you look at the Zeus coin, which sold out in a matter of hours, this coin, being that it's still up, can kind of give you a gauge as to how well it will perform in the secondary market. So that's just something to consider. If you're on the fence about buying the Mandalorian coins, or you're thinking about buying it as a flip, just know you may not get as much of a return as you would on something with a far less mintage, like the Zeus coin or the Black Flag series, which only had about 10,000 apiece. But, you know, again, you still will make money on this coin on the secondary market. It's Star Wars. You know, all things Star Wars do very well in the secondary market. All things Disney does very well. So you still will make your money on these, but you want to consider, you know, what do you want to initially invest per coin, and what are you expecting for a profit? What is it going to be worth to you in order to buy these coins for a flip? So again, keeping an eye on this number right here, that there's 880 still available, that tells you that they still have a bunch of these to sell, and so they're not moving as quickly as you would like to see if you're looking to turn a profit. So, is this a coin you should buy to flip, or should you skip it? I give this coin a flip rating. I think you should flip this coin for a couple of reasons. Again, while the design is so-so, you have to remember that the limited mintage is key, right? There's only 25,000. It's an APMEX exclusive. That is one of the main reasons. And the other reason, too, is you want to remember that it is Star Wars related. All things Star Wars typically do very well in the secondary market. So that is why I am giving this coin a flip rating. I would just like to thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, I'm the Stacking Stormtrooper. Check out these videos. Long live the Empire.